Hello, this is Shurat with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys some errors that you might have encountered using the TID4 or any other Texas Instruments calculators. But before we continue, please don't forget to like my video, comment below, share it, and subscribe. Don't forget to read the description below for more information about the video, the timestamps, and how to support me. Thank you. Now, for example, you might have encountered something like this. Syntax error. You have the option either to 1 quit or 2 go to. In this situation, both of these options are gonna end up giving you the same result. And let me go back up. Let me repeat this again. So if I choose 1, it go back to the main screen. If I choose option 2, it goes to the main screen. However, it goes to the main screen and is blinking where the error is located. Okay, or at least what's best for the calculator thinks it is. Because I know it might be, depends on what you guys writing down. Things might be different. Okay, so in this case, of course, I click this minus, which is really a negative symbol, instead of using this minus, which is used for subtraction. Now it gives me a 2. Let me go ahead and adjust this to a proper format, because right here I have it as an engineering format. Go to normal. Here it's already highlighted. Second, press enter a couple of times. Second, quit to go back to the main menu, main screen. And here we can do 5 minus 3, and it gives me as a regular, number. All right, so that's one of them. Another error you might have encountered is the following. You want to graph something. Let's see. Let's put 4x square. Okay. Let's graph this one first. Let's click graph here. All right, nothing wrong with that. However, if you have something, let me go back to y equals. The same thing as I've done before. Minus 3, for example. I mean minus 3, but however, I put the negative here. And I put graph. As you guys can see, this one is okay with that. This calculator accepts that. Now if I put y equals, and let's see, let me put a comma here. Again, syntax error. Either 1 quit or 2 to go. So if I choose 1 quit, it goes to the main screen. Let me go back here and graph it. If I go down to 2, it goes and highlights where the error where the calculator thinks the error is located. Okay. All right. So in this case, I'll be honest, I don't have this prepared as that much. Using the negative, it works fine with no error. However, if I put the minus in there, see, it came out differently. Now, of course, for those who already knew how will be the graph look like without graphing it, you will have recorded this number right here, the minus 3, makes the graph either move up or down. So having a negative 3 there, it seems that the graph recognizes it more like 4x squared times negative 3. In other words, making the a negative be in front of the x. All right, so be careful with that. Let's see another error you might encounter, and of course, feel free to comment below. Maybe you have an error that I'm not mentioning here. But another error that you might encounter, and this really I have seen this a lot at work here at school, is that people you are using the graphing. They're doing statistics. So go to stats here. Oh, there you go, stats. And of course, that's just for the purpose of the error. So these numbers I'm plugging in, don't worry about it much. I'm going to plug in some numbers here so I can have some data. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn on my graphing for my statistics data that I have there. All right. And so I can quit. Okay. So when I graph it, I see that. If I see, if I do, all right, so as you can see, you have two graphs going on here. So let me go to the y equals, no, y equals, there it goes, okay. So this was happening here. So you say, okay, you go ahead and you graph your function, you hit graph, and you say, wait a minute, I have this other little, stuff going on here. What is that? Well, if you go back to y equals, you will notice that your plot one is turned on. That's the statistics graphing, section. So if you want to turn that off, so it will not appear on the screen at the same time, just move up, press enter, and it'll turn off, so you can graph it. Just that. Okay. Now another error you might encounter. I know this is not an error, but I will say situations. Another error you might encounter is that people sometimes mess around with the windows. This here, if you don't know, is what makes it the window either zoom in or zoom out. So again, if you, for example, instead of the -10, you put a -10. Okay. And as you can see, it's already telling you, hey, this is syntax error. But for some reason, you say, you know what, I'm going to avoid that. Oh, it has happened, in the previous, time before previous questions or whatever. And you say, okay, let me go ahead and go to my y equals. You put in the function, press graph, and let me see, y equals graph. I did not clear that. Let's see if that still comes. All right, and this calculator for some reason is not happening, but I have seen calculators that when you mess around with the minus here, maybe because I did not put. See, this one gives you the error. Let's see, number 2, go to, and if I do y equals, let me see this. No. All right, this one is not happening, but I have seen some calculators that you go ahead and you put a -10 instead of the -10, or you put let's see, just a 10 in the text. Your minimum, your maximum is the same number, which, let's see now. Okay, there you go. This is what I was trying to do. That either some calculators, if you put a minus instead of the negative, it'll give you this window range error or syntax error. But in this case, if you put the same window numbers, let me hit quit. Okay, Windows number, and it's gonna tell you that your range has a range error. What that means is that window range quit. What that means is that Let me go back to -10. Okay. The calculator, when that -10 means from -10 from here to up to 10 here. And your y is from -10 to 10 up here, +10. And you can count the click and you would notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes. So that's another error you could have. And another error I'm trying to think of. Oh, stats. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So I went ahead and deleted one number. So imagine this your x and this your y. So if you graph this, it's gonna make, let's see what happens. Let's go to y equals. Let's turn on because I had it off. Press enter here and graph it. See, dimension mismatch. What that means is that you're supposed to have a 10. Well, for the calculator, they're looking for the same number of data on each table. Representing your x and your y, and because one is less than the other one, it's not working out. Okay, and of course, just below you can also see right here. Like this one is the second number, and then right here that's the second number, and right here that's the third number. I'm looking at the number inside the parentheses, by the way. Okay, just the one inside the parentheses. So that means that's the third digit. Okay. All right. So this is just a little recap of the different types of errors. Feel free to comment below of other errors you might have seen that I'm not covering here. And thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget again to check the description for more information of where you can follow me and how to support me. And in timestamp, I'll try to put some timestamps to make things easier for you guys to find things. Okay. All right. Thank you. See you guys soon. Bye.